Hey, this is Carla from the Butcher Babies.
This is George Corner Fisher from Cannibal Corpse.
Hey, this is Rex from Kill Devil Hill. It's Wednesday 13.
This is Dad from Devil Driving.
This is Motorist from Quad. You're listening to Rabid Noise
on Rabid Radio.
Turn it up.
Welcome back to Rabid Noise on Rabid Radio. That was Blindfold from the mighty Hollow, a Brisbane band that had been around for a while and have recently reformed for a brutal cause this Saturday night at the Beetle Bar. And joining us on the program is my good buddy Ken Haines. What's going on, man?
Been jamming up a storm in the studio with a new drummer. And, we're ready to go Saturday night, man.
Awesome, man.
Looking forward to it. Yeah.
So how's it getting back into it? It's been a while since Hollow have played, that's for sure.
Yeah, it certainly has. I couldn't even tell you when the last gig was. I know it was at Rosie's, I'm pretty sure. And God, all I can tell you about that one. But, I was actually worried I wouldn't be able to even remember how to play the bass. It's been, 3 years. It's my last gig. And even picking up the instrument, I literally had not seen my bass guitar since the last gig. And, tracked it down, went and got it. And it was like, expecting cobwebs and bats to fly out of it. And, possibly not even work anymore, but no, she's good. Same strings are still on her too, and they still have not broken yet. So, yeah, that's an advert for Ernie Ball right there.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. It's good to hear that you're getting back on stage, man, because you were like, even when I started back in 2000, you were going before that. I mean, you were a big part of the Queensland scene for a long time. It must be pretty awesome to get back up there after even 3 years.
Yeah, it is, man. It's pretty fun. Look, I mean, the main reason I sort of stopped was because my back just had enough. Like, could barely sort of, do anything anymore. Just the years of, sleeping on couches and funny angles in vans and lugging gear around into strange venues at weird angles, followed by throwing myself around on stage like a madman. It just took its toll, and my back was like, no more. And I literally, have been a bit of a cripple since then, but only in the last sort of few months I started seeing this personal trainer, and it's sort of turned my whole injury life back around, and I'm pretty good now. So let's hope that the old back holds out for this weekend.
Have you been jamming a lot with the boys?
We have been indeed. No, it's been good. We've got a bit of a surprise drummer. I think he was on the old 4ZZZ radio last night, so if anyone heard that, they'll know who he is. But it's the old drummer from Minus Life, Craig Blanchard. He hadn't drummed for 11 years, and he's gone, wow, I'll do it. And, if anything, he's gotten better. So it's going to be pretty crazy.
It's going to be an awesome gig, man. And, the lineup is it's amazing. I mean, look at that. I mean, you've got, of course, you guys, there's D9, who else? In Death, Post-Life Disorder.
Oh, man, Post-Life, one of my favourite bands of, not just Australian band, but favourite band of all time. They're in my top 10. Such an underrated band as well. They never got massive, but, they should have been.
Yeah, they've always been awesome, that band. And they hadn't played in a little while either. No,
I think last time they played would have been one of the Dead of Winters, where I managed to coax them back to do a cover player set. So, I can't wait for that. And El Gordo as well, Peter Mangidi from Helmet and Handsome on guitar there. Even Rudy from Post Life on drums. And, Dave Miller from Hollow on vocals. They're absolutely brilliant. They're probably my favourite thing that's going on in Brisbane at the moment.
That's awesome, man. And you've also got Evil Eye, Killer's Creed, and Sons of the Soil, and In Death. I don't know if I mentioned those guys. And,
In Death. Last 9 Days, which is Mohawk from Damage, and a couple of guys from Sarkooth and Dr. 12 Gauge. So all the names are there. And Killer's Creed's got Skip from MSBI. We actually tried to get MSBI, but they couldn't quite do it. But, it's going to be an awesome gig, man. I honestly even if I wasn't playing, I would just be there with bells on. So can't wait.
So it's obviously for a good cause.
But sure is, man. Old Craig, the old drummer from Hollow, has had a bit of a hard time. He's going in this week, I believe, for a bone marrow transplant. So he's out of work, and we're just getting this together to help him out and get himself back to mending. So I think even Dan from D9 is doing a shave for a cure that night as well. So he's shaving his hair and his beard. So he'll be taking donations, and I'm going to pay for that. I've got to see this. All the money going to Craig.
That's such a cool thing, man. Especially, the scene coming together like that to help out one of its brothers. I mean, it's, it just goes to show, really, that, metal's got the biggest heart out of all of it. That's
right, man. I've always believed that, and this just, proves the point, doesn't it?
Oh, definitely, man. And of course, I mean, you used to book my bands, used to book all the bands all around the place, different venues over the years. You still look, do you miss that?
Honestly, man, no. Like, I did it for so long as a job, and the dynamics of the scene, I could just sort of see it changing a bit, and I just thought it was the time that I sort of stepped away from it was just about right for me. Like, I don't miss it. I just enjoy turning up to gigs now and not having the stress of having to do anything or, who's not here yet, and why is this running late? And I can just go there and enjoy myself and, kick back with a beer and, leave when I want. Turn up when I want, man. It's good, Crowbar's doing well. Old Trad's there, and man, it's pretty cool what's happening.
So I mean, obviously we mentioned before. I mean, you've been in the scene for how many years were you doing it? I mean, it was a long time.
Oh God, I think my first gig in like '95. So. You sort of say last year, that would have been almost 20 years doing stuff around the place. And so, just shy of 20 years. So I would say, after 20 years, got to change your job. So that's what I did. And, I don't regret it, man. But, this will be a bit of a flashback this weekend. Get up there one more time. So,
well, man, you got the chance to play Big Day Out with Hollow.
Yeah, it did, man. That was one of our best shows too, man. We got some good photos of that one. Awesome. 2003 that was. With James Dixon, Deftones, Foo Fighters, I think, played that year. Queens of the Stone Age. That was, Post-Life Disorder was on that bill too. Yeah, man, that goes down as one of my crowning achievements, I guess.
And, the crowd was massive. Looking at the photos, it was huge.
Yeah, it's pretty epic. I think Dave's thrown some photos up on... we actually finally made a Facebook, I think. It's called Hollow Brisbane Metal. And, there's a few photos from Big Day Out on there, which is pretty awesome.
And you also, throughout the years, you got to support, Slayer and a few other bands. Are there any other ones that stand out to you?
Oh, Strappy Young Lad with Devon when he was doing the Ocean Machine Infinity Tour, like up at the Roxy, like with Hollow. That was definitely up there. Slayer and Mastodon at River Stage, that was pretty up there too. Minus Life at the Big Day Out at the Big Top, playing after Trivium, that was definitely up there. Man, quite a few. Lynch Martyr with Cavalier Conspiracy, getting the national tour for that was pretty insane, playing with Max and Igor. Yeah, look, Skin Lab was even a good one for me. I love Skin Lab. I don't know if anyone really remembers them these days, but that was a great band, man. I absolutely loved playing with them. That was brilliant. So yeah, they'd be my top ones off the top of my head, anyway.
Good times, man. I was at a lot of those gigs, and you always shredded it up. It was awesome, always awesome to see you up there on stage, brother.
Yeah, it was fun. My back didn't think so, but hey.
Well, it's going to be awesome to see you again on Saturday night at the Beetle Bar, isn't it?
It's at the Beetle Bar, man. So I reckon it'll sell out. We wanted to keep the price low, just $10. I mean, no one's making any money out of it. It's all going to Craig. We thought if we keep the price low at a tenner, started at 2 p.m. We've got the the best chance of sort of making the most money for him and helping him out.
Are there other ways that people will be able to donate on the night as well?
Oh, we got Dan cutting his hair, and I'm sure there'll be a few tins at the bar. We've got in a bit of crisis as well at the moment too. Old mate Adam, the original D9 bass players, has hurt himself a bit in hospital as well, so we'll have a tin going around for him as well on the night too. So, and the more drinks that people have, the more generous they'll get, I hope.
Yeah. Well,
if it happens to me, I'll be sort of like, I'll just throw $50 in there. Why not?
Well, skip out on a couple of beers and donate. That's what I say.
That's right.
That's
right. Mm.
I think it's going to be awesome, man. I'm really looking forward to it. And have you got anything you want to say out there to all the people listening about the gig, apart from that?
Oh, man, just come along. Check it. Even if you haven't seen our bands before, like Hollow, PLD, like Post Life Disorder and D9, we were, sort of at the top of the game for a little while there back in the day, and other bands have, come and gone since then. But, look, three of the best bands, metal bands Brisbane's ever had, so come check it out and see what all the noise was about back then.
Awesome, man. And before we go, I just want to personally say thank you for everything that you've done for, not just my bands, but the metal scene in general over the years, because you were definitely the one that was leading the pack for a long time, man.
Well, I was very passionate about it, loved the metal scene and loved Brisbane, so just wanted to make it work, have, somewhere for people to go out to and enjoy and have a bit of a community where everyone knew each other and see the same faces each week, the same smiles, and yeah, man, made a lot of friends over those years, and friends for life with a lot of those people. So, yeah, it was my pleasure.
Awesome, man. Here we're going to go to the track "Do Not Resuscitate" from In Death. Now, we'll see you on Saturday,
awesome.
Brother.
Cool. See you on Saturday, my friend. Have a good one.
Hey guys, just want to take a minute to give a shout out to our podcast supporters, RW Promotion, who are the best in the business when it comes to printing posters, flyers, banners, badges, business cards, you name it. They've got what it takes to help you get everything you need to help spread the word about your band or business. And with a blistering turnaround, they'll make sure you get your product ASAP. So get in touch with Richard and the team at www.rwpromotion.com.au or shoot them an email at info@rwpromotion.com.au. Also want to give a shout out to the guys at Blacklight Art and Design, who in my opinion are the Gold Coast best screen printers. So, we've gotten many band shirts and even our own Rabid Noise shirts done through these guys, and they've also got one of the fastest turnarounds I've ever seen. So all quality prints at competitive prices. So whether it's band merchandise, sporting teams, promotional garments or workwear, they've got you covered. So hit them up at www.blacklightad.com.au or email them at info@blacklightad.com.au. So big thanks to those guys for helping us to bring you this podcast each and every week, and for, of course, supporting the metal scene.